That's not the, there's the boat right there. Hello, boys and girls. It is me. And I just finished taking a shower and playing Toss the Ring onto the hook, which is something that we play here. Look at that, I got like freaking pulpits up. I got stanchions up. Got a mast that I'm about ready to put up. There's the boom right there. This is getting close. A little spider friend. Oh. Just a little slice of boat life. So I got my little bed set up over there. And all my tools and stuff. But look, this is kind of almost clean. You can sort of see it. It's not clean, but it's not the worst. Yeah, it's almost livable. And it's almost ready to be put back in the water again. This is my boat. At night. These are my legs. It's pretty cool. Hi. It's hot out here. Jen's holding the camera. There's Jen right there. Hi, Jen. Jen got me a kayak for my birthday. We took it out this morning. And it was fun, but it was also hot. Kayak is a cool man's sport. And I'm not cool. I'm hot. What we're going to do today is prepare these thru-hull holes for, you can tell I'm from Missouri when I try to talk like this, for installation of the new Marelon Seacocks. So to do that first, we have to get the hull prepared, and to do that, we're going to wipe it off the outside with acetone and an old t-shirt. It doesn't have to be an old t-shirt. It could be any kind of material which you can wipe things off with. I just happen to have an old t-shirt. And the sad thing is all this anti-foul is going to come off too. I'm not even sure if it's really worth doing this, but that's what the book says to do, wipe it off with acetone, so that's what I'm going to do. Look at that. And the idea here is just to get rid of all the dirt, so the dirt doesn't go into the fiberglass when you sand it down. I'm not sure why it would matter if all the anti-foul is just going to go in there. That's like several layers of anti-foul. The reason you want to do a respirator is because the anti-foul is highly toxic. The idea behind anti-foul is that it's so toxic that things don't want to grow on it, so you don't want that stuff in your lung. Got some 40 grit sandpaper, orbital sander, sandpaper on sander, respirator on person. This is going to make a mess. This is 60 grit. Hello everybody, it is September 9th, 2023, and I am here again at the boat to chip away at some of this stuff that I have been slowly chipping away at with a lot of help from some people who have been very kind to donate their knowledge and their time to me, and I really appreciate it. The first of those people obviously is Jen, who has been doing such a nice job on this wood. She stripped all of the varnish off of everything several times, sanded it down, and has been going over it with teak oil, and it just looks so nice. So thank you, Jen. Another person I really want to thank is Mike, who I hired to come help me get my mast into some semblance of shape and bring it up into the 21st century. But we're going to run this PVC conduit up the mast and then run all of the electrical wiring up that. Then we're going to cut some holes and run the halyards for the jib and for the main into the interior of the mast, which will be nice, and then have them exit down there and then run them aft to the cockpit. So thank you, Mike, for that. Also lots of great information on lighting and things like that. And the third person I really want to thank is Frank, who I just love sailors. They're so helpful, and I hope I have the knowledge sometime to share the way that some of these people have been sharing with me. He made me 3 fiberglass backing plates for these new thru-hulls that I'm going to put in, just offered out of the kindness of his heart, fabricated them, and it fits perfectly. So thank you, Frank, for that. Also lent me his hole saws. So today I'm going to put these thru-hulls in, and this boat is coming together. Very slowly, but it is coming together. I'm even thinking, this probably won't happen, but I'm even thinking I might be able to paint the below waterline portion before the weather gets too cold. So then next year I will just buff out this blue. I decided not to paint it until I figure out if I really actually do like living on a sailboat. I'm not going to spend a couple $1,000s painting this thing. So I'm just going to paint the bottom, and then next spring I will put this thing back in the water. The mast will be done within weeks, I think. I've ordered the last of the hardware. So put her back in the water and sail away to Long Island, maybe Block Island, possibly up to Maine, and try to figure out if this is something I can do and work long term. But that's my dream. We'll see if it happens. All right, so we're here at the galley sink, and there's the hole for the thru-hull, and this is the backing plate that Frank made, and it fits right on there, except that the hole in my boat is a little smaller than the hole for the new thru-hull. I'm going to have to take a hole saw and drill that out just a little bit, and what I think I probably should do is sand down this area around here so that it's nice and smooth. It's a little bit wider, and so I think I'm going to draw a little circle around it and sand that. So I did a lot of research on YouTube on how to make a small hole bigger, and the thing that I found was, so this is the original size hole. Actually, it's a little bit smaller, but it's fine. So you find a hole saw for the size of the hole as it is, and then you find the size that you want. And then some of these bits have a little, some room here that you can attach an inner hole saw. So you put this small hole inside of the big one. This doesn't work if you try to make a big hole smaller, by the way. All right, tighten it down, and now you have a guide for the small hole, and then the big hole will be more or less centered as you put it in. All right, here goes nothing. There we go. Ugh. There. One bigger hole. That fits beautifully. All right. goes hole number 2. This one should be easy. Pretty thick back here. 2. This one will take a little longer because we got a much thicker hole back here. All right, here we go. Get out of there. There's a little rim around the inside. I'll just need to sand back a little bit, and then this thing will just slide right in. So, good job. Right, so we are back in the boat again and just dry fitting this little guy. And what I'm going to do is draw a circle around it and then sand that circle clean down to the fiberglass so that the epoxy will stick. One circle. Ha ha ha. Alright, got a big, fairly clean patch of hole. Now we are going to acetone for our sins. Alright, so I took some acetone and I cleaned that all off. And this has been cleaned with acetone. And so now what I'm going to do is mix up some thickened epoxy, and I'm going to use this old fitting. This will go on the outside of the boat. This will go inside. Thickened epoxy all over this thing. And inside here, I'm going to need to wax the threads so that when I take this thing back out again after the epoxy has cured, then this will just come right out, hopefully, and the epoxy won't stick to it. And then all the way down, just until the epoxy starts to ooze out around the edge of this guy. And no more. I don't want to squeeze it all out. I want to leave enough in there so that this thing has a nice thick purchase of epoxy to stick it to the inside of the hole. Let's see how I do with this. This is the first one. But first, I need to clean this up. I don't know if that worked or not. It's what the kids do. That was a genius move on my part. Spilled epoxy all over that. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments how to get rid of that. That in place. And we'll do a fillet around the edge. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Not terrible, I guess. I covered it with car wax, and hopefully that'll keep the thing from sticking to it. Hi, Jan. Yesterday, as you remember, I laid in these backing plates, filled them with thickened epoxy, and filleted them to the cabin floor, and they are not going anywhere. They all look really good. So today, we need to cut the... Hi, Jen. Hey. So today, we need to cut down these mushroom nuts and to such a length that they will fit inside of this guy and still fit snugly into the boat. So they're about 1.5 inches too long right now. And so I'm gonna use an angle grinder to chop them off. I did one already and it was terrible. Yeah, my mark was in the right place last time. I just didn't cut close enough to it. Because as I found out the hard way, hot plastic in your eye hurts. Ooh. That is way better than that. This also might be, that'd be okay. All right, let's fit it and see. All right, so yeah, those are looking nice and snug. And if we look up the hole there, we should see Jen. There she is. Hi, Jen. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. We are going to apply 5200 to the bottom of this through-hole fitting, and then we're going to sploosh it down there on that backing plate, and then I'm going to sploosh this thing with a bunch of 5200, and I'll go downstairs and screw it in, and everything will work perfectly the first time. All right, you ready? All right. Ugh, gross. This is a mess. So this is the end product. It's not pretty, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Got one. Two. That one looks even worse. Ugh, that looks awful. And the coup de grace. And here's what it looks like on the inside. Not too bad, really. One there. One in here, and the other one right here. Neat. No more through holes, ever. Hello, kids and kidlets. It is I, and I am back on my boat, and it is the 16th of September, 3 days before my birthday, and I will be 22, I think. Such a stupid dad joke. Now, I'll be 54. F***ing 54. Crazy ass shit. But yeah, that's where I am. So yeah, here back on the boat, and today is my birthday present, sort of come early. No sailor can ever have enough empty plastic boxes, which used to hold cleats, I believe. Bunch of cleats. I got a block, stand-up block. I got four 4-inch and 4 6-inch cleats. They're brand new, and we're going to put them onto the mast, I believe, and maybe use some of them to cleat off stuff as it comes aft here. I kind of want to get some more of these cam cleats. I like these a lot. So we'll see if that is in the cards. I'm kind of tired of spending money on this stupid boat. Oh man, this thing comes with a backing plate already? took me forever to try to find 2 backing plates for these 2 stand-up blocks that I ordered. So here's another stand-up block. Another stand-up block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my little hat eye that I thought wasn't going to come in until later. That's cool. 1/4 inch and 5/16 bunch of line for making lazy jacks. So, and I also have 3 conductor LED low voltage cable for my tricolor mast light. So that's gonna have 65 feet. Gonna run up the mast. Hello. So I'm down here wiring up this masthead tricolor light here, and we're gonna put the masthead on today, and hopefully have the mast up by next week. Mike here has done a great job. So we're going to test the light now. This is the front, this is the back, and on the front should have green, and red. This is a bird spike, so a bird doesn't land on it. Only kinky birds land on these. What? I don't see anything. There's what? Oh. Yep, we got green, red, and white. Ooh, that's green. Yep, that's the tricolor. Okay. I'm so horrible at this.
You'll get better.
Yeah. That's not quite a hitch, is it?
That's okay. Okay, that's good. Pull that black wire in a little bit more. That's good for right now.
All right, so I tried to do one thing and did it badly. I got the tricolor light wired up. Don't entirely trust that, but we'll see. And then I tried to wire up my deck and steaming lights, and a steaming light, I tried to test it and I burned it out. Totally fried those things. So the upshot is when you're testing, don't leave it connected to a power drill battery. That's what I was using to test it. And it's 20 volts as opposed to 12 volts. And I think it just burned it out because I hooked it up too long.
Do you want me to come up again?
Nah, once is enough. I want you to go down and never leave. Never come back. Ah. Check this out. This is the answer to the problem that we had last week, which is that I blew this running light out because I was trying to run it off of a drill battery. So this is a 12 volt, 2 amp battery charger, which is just the right size to run these lights here. So got a couple of alligator clips in the end, clip them onto the wire, plug it in, the light should light, and safely. All right, so I'm going to test this navigation light switch for the tricolor masthead light. I'm going to connect these wires up here. Black, gold. Okay, these are all in. And then I'm going to plug this in. Here comes the test. Tricolor light.
Yep.
Nice. Here comes the anchor light. Should be solid white.
Yep.
Yes. Here comes the flash. Cool. It worked. So, hi. Mission accomplished. I'm getting really weird on the camera these days. Jen's here.
You're always weird.
Oh, it would hurt if it wasn't true. It wasn't. Today is October 8th. So down here putting the finishing touches on the mast, we check the navigation lights and it's great. The switch works great. Lights work. Here goes Jen climbing the ladder like freaking. So now all we have to do, here comes Jen. I wonder what she was doing. What she was there? Here. So now the only thing I have to do next is to wire and check and then mount this new steaming light. If they light up. All right, ready?
Ready?
No?
Nope. Yep.
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 Okay. Great. So these are reversed too.
Everything is reversed. I don't. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay. So now we got to put all this stuff together.
You build it.
I'm rewiring the mast and
Recording?
recording. No, yeah, but whatever. Yeah, we're just rewiring the mast. Everything was super old, and so now we're making everything super new. All right, there we go. We got a big bunch of that. Okay, so now let's shove this shit down in there. Fits like a pig in a shopping bag. Right. This might work. Now let's test it again. Make sure I didn't break it. Working?
No. Yes. You're mean.
What a horrible person I am.
You know, you piss me off enough, and I won't come back.
Really?
Really?
What's enough? How much more do I gotta do?
You know, can only be bought for so much alcohol.
Right, so it's on. Jen's cold. Brr. Brr. Run away from the cold. Run away. Come back.
I can actually see both ends of it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the last episode of the Ladybug Chronicles for the season 2023. I'm down here at the marina and we never quite got the mast up. I had trouble finding someone to do a crane, need a crane operator and a crane, couldn't find one. So we're gonna try again in the springtime, but did a lot of really great stuff this season and I feel good about it. The rigger, Mike, gave me so much good advice, and I am incredibly grateful for the work he did here. I don't know how I would have done this without him. So thank you, Mike, if you happen to see this. Appreciate it very much. So we got everything all wrapped up. I'm going to cover this with a plastic bag just to keep, the snow and stuff off of it. Yeah, like Mike came through and put all of this hardware back on. all my tangs. Look at that. That is so nice. Uh-oh. Got some moisture in there. That's not good. Sweet track there. Pretty nice. Cool. So, little Ladybug here. I just need to basically lock her up. Yeah, so he even did stuff on my boom too. Good deal. This is fantastic. So we're going to wait and put the lifelines up, which are going to be Dyneema. They are Dyneema. They're just not installed yet. Going to wait till we put the mast up for that. That is nice and sturdy. This is also nice and sturdy, I think. Yeah, I feel good. This wood looks fantastic. Yeah, Ladybug. That is that. So my goal for next spring is to paint the bottom. I'm going to leave the blue here, I think for now, instead of spending a bunch of money painting it, because I may hate living on a sailboat. So I'm just going to paint the bottom. Then that is the last thing it really needs to be put back in the water. Of course, it probably needs the mast. That'll be a day of work. But other than that, I mean, she's pretty much ready to be a freaking sailboat again. Pretty cool. Look how pretty she is. Good night, Ladybug. See you in March.